Hello, this is Lawrence. My second video. Made one yesterday of a stack of thrift store vinyl finds that I wanted to show off before I put them in the collection. And I hope you saw that one. If you haven't, it's the next video over, so give it a look, okay? This video is a video on Half Speed Masters I'm doing as a response to Melinda's video on Half Speed Master. Okay, what I want to show off is a Time Life box set of big band music. Two terms, big band music and swing. Okay, big band refers to 10 or more musicians, that played, mainly brass instruments, and along with the bass and everything else. That developed, I think, in 1910, and really developed from there. And swing's more of the style, but that's something to be researched and Googled and looked up. I'm not doing a video on the history of big band music and swing. First of all, Half Speed Masters, and I'm not going to do a video on the process of why it sounds good, because my knowledge is zilch. I will show you the Half Speed Masters I have of popular music, and I only have 2 albums. This one's been on the wall, so it's in an album frame. Band on the Run, Paul McCartney's great, I think it came out in 73, which I consider his best album solo or within the Wings name. Paul has created a number of great albums, but if I had to pick one to take with me on that deserted island, this would be it. This is a Half Speed Masters. This is actually on the Columbia label, because when in the early 80s, Paul for a time signed with Columbia Records. He put out Tug of War, and he took his library with him, so they went on, his library went on Columbia Records. And this is a Half Speed Masters, and this sounds absolutely out of this world. I mean, I have the anniversary, the 25th anniversary on CD, which sounds great, but on vinyl, Half Speed Master, this is great. And I also have the classic album by Bruce Springsteen, Born to Run. Sounds great also. So that's all I have, except for this series of box sets that was put out by Time Life in the early 80s. And there's actually it was a TV offer, okay, as a series. You order now, and then every other month you'll get another box set. One of those type of deals that we used to see on TV a lot during that time. And I think there's, I don't know how many box sets there are in the entire set, but I have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 of them, okay? I got them at a thrift store, and some of them are not open, and a lot of them are, but they're in great condition. Like somebody just played them once and put them away. And that's what it is with a lot of these type of, Reader's Digest box sets you see at thrift stores. You know, people would order them and just play them once, put them away, and then they die, and then the family would just drop them off at thrift stores. Okay, so I think this is what happened here, because I mentioned Reader's Digest, and a friend told me that the quality is not as good with Reader Digest because they contract their mastering, their pressing out, where Time Life, I think it's more in-house. So the sound quality is great. Now, what's so great about this Time Life box set of big band music, not only they're all half-speed masters, which the sound quality, it jumps right at you. I mean, when you play it on, you have brass instruments just coming right at you, you know, at that half-speed mastering sound. It's absolutely fantastic. But also, Time Life took a lot of care in the artwork, the cover artwork, and I'll show you one of them. I'm going to show you them all because this is a video. I want to spotlight the artwork. But here's one of Count Basie. Isn't that wonderful? The coloring, and behind him his band. These box sets feature the big band leaders, and a few of them just features that era. Okay, and you'll see as we go along here. And swing music was popular in the 40s. I guess late 30s into the 40s, 30s and 40s, okay. So in the artwork, you're going to see images of military men, you know, World War II, you know, sailors having a good time on the dance floor with their girls, you know, dancing. Because big band music was popular during the height of World War II. And even some, like Glenn Miller, enlisted in like the special services to entertain the troops, the men and women of the military who were serving the country in that war at the time. And his plane was lost over the English Channel during the later part of the war, and so he lost his life in service to his country as well. Very sad. But I'm going to put up the stand here and got a lot of paint here because I really want to show the artwork, and I'm trying to eliminate the glare. So I got about 19 box sets here, and I want to just show the artwork for each. Okay, I'm trying to get it all set and try to eliminate as much glare as possible. There we go. So that's Count Basie, a very legendary name, not in the swing era, not only in the swing era, the big band, but Count Basie actually, after big band faded, kept his big band together, which was hard to do because the cost of keeping a big band together and touring, because there's so many members, you know, the traveling, the hotels, and, you know, supporting them was tremendous. So after big bands faded, the big band leaders broke it down to smaller sextets and all that. That's the first box set. I don't want this video to run too long. Okay, band leader Charlie Burnett, and I think that's the image of Lena Horne there, because she sang in his band. A lot of these big band leaders, they would hire women vocalists who went on to become legendary in their own right. And like I said, I forgot to open one of these up and show you what they consist of. We'll do that after the display of the artwork. This is Bob Crosby. He was actually the brother of Bing Crosby, okay? You know, the women, that was the style there, the women singers. So that's pretty cool. And the coloring in this artwork is magnificent. My mess up, this is, whoops, messed up. This is Les Brown, not Bob Crosby. This is what happens when you're working behind. Here's the one for Bob Crosby, who was the brother of Bing Crosby. Okay. So I'm just going to show these real quickly, and I'll show you what's inside. I think that's Jimmy Dorsey, one of the Dorsey brothers. And like I said, you see right here a sailor and his girl dancing, you know, so the whole World War II thing was going on. World War II, the country was really, really, really united for that war effort to defeat the Nazis and the Emperor Japan. And we haven't seen unity like that since then in a war. So it was a major effort, and the entertainment industry did their part too. This is Glenn Gray, lesser known band leader. So that's pretty cool. Okay, we're going to go through these real quick. Woody Herman, that's pretty cool. And the coloring is so good, and the imagery and all that. Oh, there's the Time Life thing, half speed mastering. Half speed mastering. Harry James. And I'm sure you've heard of all these band leaders, most of them. And there's some more of the more obscure but not as big names. Stan Keaton. So just the artwork alone is amazing on these. Drummer Gene Krupa, right there. One of the rare drummer being having his own big band. This is my favorite, if I pronounce his name right, Jimmy Lunceford. But you'll see the name, and it has a shrink wrap there. But I love that cover, that album cover. That's my favorite. Glenn Miller, who actually enlisted, so he's in uniform there, you know, to entertain the servicemen and women who was in World War II. Artie Shaw. Yeah, a lot of these big band leaders, you know, went on to, after the breakup of, after the fade out of big band, they went on to do their smaller, broke the units down into more manageable units. Who is that? Encore, Artie Shaw. So we had the Artie Shaw box set, and this is like an encore, part of the series. I don't have them all. This is like a theme, Big Band Bash here. So this is a collection of big band music within the series. And I have a number of them. Again, this is World War II. This title is called. There we go. Uptown. And I think this is imagery of Cade Calloway or Duke Ellington. Maybe Cade, I think. And we got two more. Sentimental Journey. Image of Glenn Miller again, and it looks like he's in the studio. There's a engineer with the standing out to the equipment, and it looks like they're ready to cut a record. One more. Some of these are still in shrink wrap. King of Swing here with an image of Benny Goodman, and I have a lot of Benny Goodman albums. Okay, so I just wanted to show off the artwork, and we're gonna open up one of these, and I'll show you what's inside. The Artie Shaw collection, and on back, this is cool because it has all the selections, what musicians played on each track, and where it was recorded and what year. So you have that information. So if you're a jazz expert, all the ins and outs. You'll know what musician played on what sessions. They open up like this, very cool, and you have two discs. Two discs that's already lined up inside with a plastic sleeve, and I'm always very careful when I take them out anyway, not to rub them against the paper. And then you have a sheet about the artist here, and this is on the back more notes, notations about the music. So on the back you got the on the credits what musician played on what tracks, where it was recorded, what year, and then you got a sheet on the band leader. One other thing before I go, this is another big band box set I got recently, put out by the Franklin Mint. This is not Half Speed Master, and of course the artwork is really no artwork. It's pretty generic, okay, and this is the way they all are. And although the sound quality is really good, it's basically the same thing inside, two discs, but the only difference is they provide you with instead of one sheet, a booklet with historical pictures. And text. So I have there's actually 100 of these. So I found them, a number of them at a thrift store, and I think I got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, about 12 of these. So I'm keep my eyes open at the thrift store to fill in the gaps what I don't have. So half speed masters are sound great, and like I said, the sound is very clear. It jumps right after you. So I wanted to share that as part of my vinyl collection. I'm into every kind of music you can imagine. I'm just all over the map. But the Time Life is very special because they're all half-speed masters. They include all the information you want to know about the recordings and the beautiful cover period artwork. Thank you so much for watching this video. It was a bit long, but it was a lot to show. And please leave a comment if you like. Thumbs ups are great, but comments are wonderful. I want to wish everyone a happy and safe holiday season, and I hope you have a good time with your families and friends. I might get one or two more videos in before Christmas, so thank you so much for watching. Y'all take care. Bye.